Boker Tov, good morning. Wonderful to be here together on this lovely Thursday morning, this Torah morning, and I hope everyone is doing well and safe, and we have our opportunity to share our beginning of the day together, grounded in our Torah portion. Good morning, Anita. Thank you for sending a greeting. I hope everyone will do that as well as we get ready to start our day from gratitude. Good morning, Anne and Seymour. And let's get our words up there. Let's join together in Asher Yetzal in this prayer of gratitude for our physical entry to a new day. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam bechokma u'bara bo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim galui v'yadua lifnei chisei chvodecha שאם ייפתח אחד מהם או ייסתם אחד מהם אי אפשר להתקיים ולעמוד לפניך. ברוך אתה אדוני רופא כל בשר ומפליא לעשות. Blessed eternal God, creator of the universe, you have fashioned our bodies with wisdom, creating within us a finely balanced network. To stand before you in prayer is itself a fragile miracle. Eternal God, we praise you as the healer of body and spirit. And our prayer for the soul. The soul you have given me, O God, is a pure one. You have created and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as my soul is within me, I will give thanks to you, eternal my God and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. We praise you, eternal God, in whose hand is the power of all life and the spirit of all flesh. And as we turn to words of Torah this morning, let's join in that bracha, not only celebrating the sweetness of Torah, but our obligation to learning of tradition and learning as a daily experience. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. וערב נא אדוני אלוהינו את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפי עמך בית ישראל, ונהיה אנחנו וצאצאינו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל, כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה אדוני, המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל. אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור. These are the obligations whose value cannot be measured. They nourish us in this world and help us to create the world to come. Kibud av va'em, to honor fathers and mothers. Ugmilut chasadim, to perform acts of loveliness. Vashkamat bet midrash shacharit v'yarvit, to attend the house of study morning and evening. V'achnasat orchim, to welcome the stranger. Uvikur cholim, to visit the sick. V'hachnasat kala, to provide for brides and grooms. Ulvayat hamed, to keep faith with the dead. V'yun tefillah, to pray with sincerity. V'hava'at shalom ben adam l'chavero, to make peace when there is strife. V'tamud Torah keneged kulam, and the study of Torah is equal to them all. Let's continue with our Birchot HaShachar, our morning blessings. I'm grateful that the number of deceased hostages being held, the number of universes that are still affected is down to 2. Our tradition says that each individual is an entire world. And so we acknowledge that as we continue to raise our voices for them so that we might move forward beyond this time. So we'll join in all of our blessings, starting half Hebrew, half English, and then all Hebrew and alternating, but reciting the blessing for releasing the captives in both ways. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You have given the rooster the natural wisdom to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'tzalmenu kidmutenu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You have given me free will. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You have helped me provide for my needs. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you clothe the naked. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim, and half. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you release those who are held captive. English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you help those who are bowed to stand straight. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you guide each person's steps. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you crown Israel with glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten layayef koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you remove sleep from my eyes and weariness from my eyelids. It's wonderful to say Chai Brachot, 18 blessings before we recite Shema together. And this being a Torah day, let's recite the first paragraph, reading it in Hebrew, and then we'll chant the last paragraph together as well. Hopefully it's getting more familiar. Please join me in these words of unity and affirmation. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha. Ve'ayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavcha hayom al levavecha. Ve'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. B'shivtecha b'betecha ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת, והיה להם לציצית, וריתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Well, we continue our time together by turning to the words of our Parashat Vayetze, for this week. And we saw on Monday how it is that Jacob, before he takes on the name Yisrael, he needs that name to be a shell, to be straight, because he doesn't seem to be that strong a character, even as he takes on Lavan, his father-in-law, and well, his yes, his uncle and his father-in-law. And where Lavan tries to cheat him. And I want to look at his response. They go back and forth, and Jacob responds, cheating Lavan back, if you will. The two of them trade the ways to sort of take advantage of the other, clearly initiated by Lavan. And then at the end, when they see there is no really one of them is not going to take advantage completely of the other, uh, I say, come, then let us make a pact, you and I. And we can see Lavan is the one speaking. So that all of his daughters and their descendants are going with Jacob. So he says, come then, let us make a pact. Bata lechana nichrata vrit. Let us make a brit, a covenant, an agreement, you and I, that there may be a witness, le'ed, between me and you. At which point, Vayikach Yaakov Even, he took a stone, Vayarimeha Matzeva, and he set it up as a matzeva, It says a pillar. We know, those of us familiar with the word, that both in modern Hebrew and in Yiddish, matzeva means a tombstone. And we know that when we visit a tombstone, what do we do and what does it mean? We place stones on the marker. Well, what happens here? Well, Jacob sets up a stone. He sets up a matzeva, and it says Even, that it is a stone. And then Jacob says to his kinsmen, Liktu avanim, gather stones. So they took stones and made a mound, and they partook of a meal there by the mound. Lavan named it Yagal Sahaduta, which is Aramaic for what Jacob named it, Gal Ed, which means a mound as witness. And Lavan declared this mound as a witness between you and me this day. That is why it was named Galed, and it was called Mitzpah. That because it says, "May the eternal watch between you and me when we are out of sight of each other." Now, this is the first matzeva in our tradition, and so when we go to a cemetery and we add stones, what are we really doing? We are establishing a brit, a covenant with the person who's being remembered, that we're saying that the stone is not just a stone that stands with their name carved on it, but it is a witness to the relationship between those standing there and the one being remembered. And that's why we gather stones and make a mound, because actually putting the stones there is our sign that we are part of that brit. We are part of that agreement, that memory, that covenant. That is to this day really what it is that the moment at the grave represents. Um, right? With Lavan and Yaakov, it is something more because of the enmity between the two of them. It's also a marker, so we can see of space. Lavan said to Yaakov a little further down, here is this mound, and here's the pillar which I've set up between you, me and you. This mound shall be a witness, and this pillar shall be a witness that I am not to cross to you past this mound, and you're not to cross to me past this mound and this pillar with hostile intent. So it also says that it needs to be the end of any hostility, that this is a moment of making peace. And I think sometimes when we set up a stone, when there's been conflict and difficulty in families, hopefully it can be that making peace, rather than carrying forward the scars of relationship between those people we remember and ourselves. It's very meaningful to see sort of the beginning of this tradition that still has such an important place in our people's experience. And the idea of a brit among us, a covenant, is an essential idea. It's one we make with all those who make themselves part of our lives and our values. And so we join in this prayer, Achenu Achiotenu, as we acknowledge those who are still held, as well as all members of our people who may be under pressure or in difficulty. אחינו כל בית ישראל, אחיותינו כל בית ישראל, הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה, המקום ירחם עליהם, ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה, ומאפלה לאורה, ומשעבוד לגאולה, השתה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ונאמר, אמן. Our brothers and sisters, the whole family of Israel who are in difficulty or captivity, whether on land or at sea, may the ever-present one have mercy on them, bringing them out from distress to comfort and from darkness to light, from subjugation to redemption, now, quickly, and soon. And we say together, Amen. There are different kinds of covenants, including the covenant of those who wear the uniform of the IDF, who endanger themselves daily to see that our people and our people in the land and all those in the land of Israel can have security. And so let's join together in this prayer in Hebrew and English. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב ואמותינו שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל ושאר מגיני עמנו העומדים על משמרתם. ישמרם הקדוש ברוך הוא ויצילם מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה בכל מעשה ידיהם. ויקוים בהם הכתוב, וכיתתו חרבותיהם לעתים, וחניתותיהם למזמרות, לא ייסעו גוי אל גוי חרב, ולא ילמדון עוד מלחמה, וישבו איש תחת גפנו, ותחת תאנתו, ואין מחריד, ונאמר, Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless the soldiers of the IDF and all who stand on guard for us. May the Holy One guard them against all difficulty and distress, injury and illness. May all of their actions bring blessing, fulfilling the prophet's words. Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Let nation not lift up sword against nation, and may they learn war no more. May all sit under a vine or fig tree, with none to make them afraid. And together we say, Amen. And now our prayer for healing for all those in our family, in our circle of friends and community, both near and far, in need of strength and healing, for all those names given to me and given to Temple, for all those names placed in the chat in this and other services. We turn for all of them to these words of refuah. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואמותינו שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא ירפא כל מכותינו. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו להחלימם ולרפאותם, וישלח לנו מהרה רפואה שלמה, ועטרת שלום, ונאמר אמן. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless and heal all who suffer. May it be the divine will to provide healing and strength. Reveal to us the holiness of life, the wholeness of shalom, and let us say together, Amen. Well, it's very meaningful to have this opportunity together to connect and reflect. And now we take time to remember, recalling those who died in recent days and weeks, those who died at this season and years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. And during the period of Shloshim, the past 30 days, we extend our condolences to the families of Estelle Waldman, Jack Holtzman, Merle Snyder, Eva Samory, Marvin Barkin, Donna Bitterman, Ann Schwimmer, Miriam Snyder, Andrew Taylor. And it is our sad duty to report the death of our member, Gershon, husband of Diane, father of Karen and Andrew. Our condolences to the entire family. The funeral will take place today at 11 a.m. graveside at Pardes Shalom. For more information, please visit the website of United Hebrew Memorial out of Hamilton. We also remember all victims of war and terror, including terror victim Aharon Cohen and IDF soldier whose life has been lost in the last 30 days, Master Sergeant Yonah Ephraim Feldbaum. And on Yahrzeit, on the anniversary of their deaths, on this seventh day of the month of Kislev, the 27th of November, 2025, we honor the life and legacy and Yahrzeit of Frida Barkin, Arthur Brown, Lewa Cherik, Helen Cherry, Annie Eisen, Julius Gazovitz, Joe Eisenberg, Albert Louis Gerard, Polly Steinberg, Murray Wallman, Joseph Weber. Zichronam Nevacha. May their memories be a blessing to us. Our griefs and our sympathies are mingled as we turn together to words sanctified by memory, words glorified by hope. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach u'uteh ve'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayeh dechol bet Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman karev v'emu, Amen. Yeheh shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithader v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemeh dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'emu. Amen. Yeheh shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emu. Amen. Oseh shalom b'momav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emu. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and bring comfort and strength to all who remember. And together we say, Amen. Well, Boker Tov, wonderful to start the day here with you. I hope everyone has a beautiful and meaningful day. Stay warm and stay safe. See you tomorrow.